great toys like this and more, head over to Big Bad Toy Store. Click the link in the description below.
What's going on, guys? T2RX6 here, back for another office review, and today we're taking a look at the Transformers Club BotCon exclusive Autotrooper from the Transformers animated line. As you can see, he is just like a repaint of the Ratchet / Ironhide Cybertronian vehicle mode. And yeah, he's pretty cool. He does look a little bit like a frog, and definitely not like any vehicle we've ever seen based on how it stands. But it's pretty cool. Actually, and it's probably a design thing, it would have been pretty cool if there was some way to, you know, give it more of like a vehicular mode or something, like, you know, let these rotate around, but these do peg in, and then the back piece here will actually get in the way, so you couldn't actually sit it more like a Cybertronian van or truck or something like that. But yeah, I mean, it's a cool toy for what it is. Colors are very sharp, it looks nice, the paintwork is very solid. I really don't see any real issues, maybe a little bit with this panel lining that they did, but that's not too bad. The weapons or defibrillators or whatever they're supposed to be store on the back here like this, and they just pop off, and they definitely complete the alt mode. I think having them on actually makes the toy overall look more finished than when they're off, but it is nice that there's a place to store them. Alright, so let's get this guy transformed into his robot mode. We'll start by unpegging his legs here, flipping the thighs on down like so, locking the legs in position, and if you noticed, I also spun the leg on around so it was facing the right way. There's a little tab here you can grab to pull the leg out. Keep in mind that the heel spur and the foot are actually two pieces. They transform pretty much together when you pull the leg out, but if you do have stability issues, it could be that your heel spur has not actually extended all the way out, or you maybe moved this back a little and left it looking a little bit funny. So just be aware of that. So we got that. That'll let them stand real good. Let's go ahead and raise this on up here, and we'll get to the front here. So we'll start by extending out the hood of the vehicle and then rotate this whole piece down just like that. So the next thing we want to do is angle these two little front wheel things and carefully slide them on in together, and you'll see that that crossbar here on top of the waist should peg right on in to kind of shore up that whole thing here. Next, we just take this, fold it on down. You're welcome to push it back if you want. I prefer the fully extended look. It does make them a little bit more chunky though, I suppose. We'll come back to the arms, release these light bar type things, and then we'll unfold these hands like this. And this is where it's a little bit tricky. Just because how everything's folded. You want to fold this all the way around like this, kind of work this all together, and just kind of keep this up like that for now. We'll do the same thing for the other side, just like that. Now we'll fold the backpack down on his back, and this is where you're going to go ahead and arrange these arms the right way, because you'll see they slide right in there to kind of lock this whole thing together. Without any type of like tab or anything, just sits in there. It's pretty nice. So take this and fix up his arms to make them look nice and pretty. You're welcome to do whatever you want with the light bars, if you want them up, if you want them down, back, whatever you want. I prefer them up, just like this. And his head sort of came out in the transformation, so we'll finish that one up too. And there we go. We've got our Autotrooper here in his robot mode, and I gotta say, he's looking pretty good. Again, if you do want the slightly skinnier look, you can kind of tuck this in. Does make the chest look a little bit more weird in my opinion, especially in the office with the light coming through, but it's not too bad, just like that. But yeah, I mean, it's a nice looking toy. It's a good representation of a character that I don't think we saw more than maybe in one little scene in the show. They did make a custom head for it, which is very nice. The Iron Fist that they did the same year actually shares the same head. I'll probably do a quick review on that, no articulation talk on it, but I think it's worth seeing. Since he is remolded of Ratchet, you can still take the lockdown engine and shove it in that port, and it works just fine. So yeah, I mean, very good looking. We can take his defibrillator, you know, knuckle dusters, whatever you want to call them, and just clip them right on into the can. There's not any peg there, they just literally clip right over these, just like this. And now he's ready to defibrillate, or I suppose he could also be using them as some kind of powered punch type thing. Speaking of which, one of his arms does retain the gimmick from Ratchet here, which I think it's actually supposed to be for Ironhide, the power punch. And you know, not that that gimmick is all that interesting, but I guess it doesn't really take away from the toy. It's not like the toy suffers as a result, so I'm fine with it. So let's talk articulation on this guy, and then let's get out of here. The neck is on the swivel here, so you can get up and down out of it. The head is ball jointed too, so you do get a little bit of motion there, but it is very easy to pop the head off. I do feel the neck's a little bit thick for that head, but whatever. Anyway, head's fine on the swivel and everything. Shoulders ball jointed, you get a great range of motion out of them. That you can see the swivel here on the shoulder, a double jointed elbow for plenty of rotation there, and a wrist swivel. Even the one that has the gimmick retains the wrist swivel, so that's nice. No waist, that kind of stinks. Ball jointed legs down here, swivel at the knee and hinge at the knee, and of course the little bit of movement on the toes. So overall, I really like this guy. This is probably one of the cheapest ones you can actually get on the set. You can find the set of 3 for about the price of one of the other characters, or you can get them individually for, I think I got them for like 25 or 30 bucks, so that was okay. Yeah, really like this guy. Kind of wish I got the set of 3. May still end up going back and getting some more later on. So this is T2RX6. I hope you guys enjoyed the review, and I'll see you next week.